J15 Ultra is Eureka's updated Robovacuum, and it's coming with some new features here, but especially it's just their more modern Robovac. So Eureka is offering a more premium Robovacuum, but at a discounted price. That's going to be utilizing Eureka's AI navigation. So this is the Eureka J15 Ultra. You can see there's only two buttons. There's going to be an advanced IntelliView AI system in the front with a camera and some sensors, and it's still utilizing that LiDAR. The Eureka is not going to be the most feature-rich Robovacuum. What it was trying to do is give you as many premium features without breaking the bank. Side by side, the J15 Pro Ultra on the left and the J15 Pro on the right, you notice that from the bottom, they look identical. I don't see any differences here in terms of the components. Looking at the top of your units, the Eureka J15 Pro Ultra and Pro look from the top exactly the same. The buttons are the same. The Navi Polaris optical avoidance is the same. Even when you look at it from the back, they look identical. So I don't notice any real difference. They look just about the same. Even the front-facing cameras are looking the same between them. The J15 Pro Ultra will come with that self-cleaning base, but even in that sense, it looks like it's only a difference in terms of this part here. And when you take out the cleaning tray from the J15, it also comes with a relatively solid cleaning tray. It's just not going to be able to empty itself and drain itself as easily. Everything else inside of your J15 Pro looks the same as what you see on your J15 Pro Ultra. Putting the cleaning trays of your J15 Pro Ultra on the left and the Pro on the right, there's not a huge difference there. It's just that you have more self-cleaning tools here in terms of that tray. You have this rotating brush and you have this, which is going to be that drain. But you still have a catch here. It's just not going to be as aggressive as that drain. They both will come with the hot water washing and the hot air drying. They both will come with the hot air drying and the hot water washing. They both come at the same temperature. So in that sense, I don't see a big difference between them. Now, a good question, or a question that we might all have, is does the tray from your J15 Pro Ultra fit inside your J15 Pro? We'll try that. So the J15 Ultra's tray does not fit inside of the tray for your J15 Pro. So on your Eureka J15 Ultra, your mop pads do extend outward, and it will come with this type of box design, which is going to be similar to what you saw on your iRobot S9. The thing about the Eureka is that the app is very much like your Dream and your Roborock. So you're going to get your pertinent information. Even the main page is going to just have to display the robot. And you get to adjust your cleaning preferences and change your settings all inside the main page. The first thing the Eureka is going to stick out to you is that the build quality is in between a Dream X50 or an X40 or a Roborock Ceres. And it's going to be higher than what you see on like a Shark or even an AI robot. So the Eureka is going to be in between in terms of the overall build quality. Your base station is going to be coming with hot water mopping and hot water washing. So if you take it out, you notice that there is no auto dispensing here, and that's a new feature that we're seeing, but we are getting a filter. So there's going to be a filter here, and there's going to be an area you can close this off and twist. And that's going to be the filter here. On your J15, you just put everything back. It's going to clip into place and voila. Now this is going to be a shiny finish while the other areas are matte. So I'm going to give it a two-tone look. So this is that clean station area, and this is where the water is going to flow into and get sucked in through a hole in the back there. So that's how it works. Now this is where the mop pads are going to be attached to. So your mop pads are going to be inserted into this area, and you can see your scrubber tools. And when you rotate it, your mop pads are going to be scrubbed onto these little circular bumps, plastic bumps on these elevated platforms. So look at your J15 Ultra, it's going to be coming with the advanced edge cleaning, and that's going to be with these mop pads right here. And these are going to be coming with that scrub extend. And you can see the station here has a big hollow space, and this is going to be extending outward. So there's a mechanism here for extending that. It's different from what you see on other units, because other units, they hide the space. Here it's just one big open space. The other part is your unit is not going to be removing and reattaching your mop pads. That's something that's your responsibility. That's why you don't see any magnetize or magnets there that are going to release them back onto the tray. Instead of having an extendable side brush, they have an extendable mop brush. And the secret of this is going to be on the new brush roll. So every company is making their own brush roll here, and every one of these are slightly different. Some are going to be 2 brushes, some are going to be 1, some are going to be thick, some have cutters in them or out of them. The Eureka is coming with a Flexi Razor Anti-Hair Tangling tool here. So if you guys look right here on this comb, the J15's mopping system is going to use that spinning action, so it's 2 circular paths that rotate and apply downward pressure to the floor. So it's really going to be actively scrubbing, and these brush pads are going to be very similar to what you get with the Dreamy X40 and the X50. My battery life is lasting between 90 to 120 minutes, depending on how dirty my floors are and if I'm using mopping. And you have to remember, if you want to get the most out of your J15, you got to realize you're going to be removing those mop pads when it is not mopping. Making it better if you're going to use it as a vacuum mop or a vacuum then mop, because in either case the mop pads will still be attached to your unit. There's going to be an advantage for people who are looking for these type of spinning mops over vibrating sonic mops, because at this price point, I would say that the sonic mops that can extend out will do a better job, because it's going to go underneath your cabinets and it can reach out further than just units that have maybe even just extendable side brushes. So on the mopping front, I think the J15 does a very good job, and the Pro Ultra and the Ultra have the same performance for mopping. I don't notice any difference between them, so don't think that if you get the Pro Ultra, it's going to be a better mop than what you get with the Ultra. In terms of overall performance on hard floors as well as carpets and rugs, it does do a good job because it has 19,000 Pascal of suction power at peak. When it's not at peak suction power, it's not going to be as powerful, or it's not going to feel as powerful as what you get with some of the competition. Obstacle avoidance is going to be good, but it doesn't have the AI obstacle avoidance you're getting at the premium class. But relative to an iRobot, the Eureka is absolutely going to be about 2 to 3 times better because it has LiDAR. And in overall value, you have to think about it. The Eureka J15 Ultra allows you to have a hands-off automation system inside your house, where the dock itself is going to empty, it's going to use hot water washing, it's going to dry with heat, and you can also add water, and that tank lasts a pretty long time. Good enough that if you're mopping every 3 days, it should be able to last you about 2 weeks. Now, you're going to have effective mopping on hard floors. I do recommend you just set your Eureka at a lower moisture temperature or moisture, humidity, wetness level, just because you don't want overly saturated floors here, and it can be able to be mapping out your whole home, and it can still do a whole home cleaning. So it's basically a Robovac that just 2 years ago would have been top of class. But here is now a mid-class Robovac. And at the price you're paying for it, this is going to give you a ultra premium experience, especially if you're coming from a brand like iRobot, especially if you're using a Robovacuum that is over 2 years old. I'm telling you right now, the Eureka J15 Ultra, it might not be the fanciest, it might not have the slickest features, it's not going to have the best AI navigation system. But if you can score this for, let's say, on sale, it's going to be a really good value because it's quieter, it looks good, it works well, it's going to be different and better than what you get with a Shark Matrix, and I'm just happy with what it does. I'm happy with how it works, and I'm happy with how it looks. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like or subscribe button. It really does help support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. This is Dave with the French Glow signing off. Bye, bye, bye.